All right, first question will go to Scott.
Hey, Ethan.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Hey, obviously 6 sacks yesterday. When you went back and watched the film, I know a lot goes into it, but what did you see as the biggest problems there?
Yeah, we just gotta execute better, and all work together, and um, just fine tune a thing here, a thing there.
And overall, that felt like a really difficult loss to take yesterday. Two kick returns and defense plays really well and dropped to 2-7. So how as a group do you guys keep your heads up and try to figure out a way to bounce back?
Well, I would say individually, I just trust God. I trust God's plan. I just trust in God. So I just continue to control what I can control, with my preparation, and uh and I think the same goes for the team, just continuing to control what we can control, and we just got to come out Wednesday and have a great practice and get things rolling.
Thanks.
All right, next we go to Ashley.
Hey, Ethan, Wyatt yesterday was talking about how some parts of the offense still felt more effective than maybe they had previously. I guess, like, do you agree? And he talked about like some yards per carry that you guys had without having really explosive runs and things like that. Was there anything else?
Yeah, I would just say like some days like certain runs works better. It's nothing like, it was just like yesterday the duo was working really nice. So um but I don't look too deep into this or that or whatever, Sometimes like football just like goes a certain way, and like yesterday kind of just went that way with like duo and like one of those like vertical games going vertical in the run game. So I don't look too deep into all that. So I know some people do, and like analytics and all analytics and all that stuff and everything.
Thank you.
All right, next we go to Spencer.
Hey Ethan. Obviously it was Tommy's first time calling the plays on offense for you guys. Wyatt and Joel, as Ashley alluded to, sort of talked about some of the positive steps that they felt like there progress that was made. Just what did you think overall of Tommy's vision and sort of the execution of the game plan offensively?
Yeah, I thought he did a great job. I got trust in every coach on the staff to call plays or, whatever their role is. And I thought Tommy filled in, and he did a real good job. And I think there's some few stuff that players need to execute, and myself included in that. And so like I'm just saying there's some hidden yardage out there that would have made Tommy look even better. But we just got to execute on a few more plays.
Thanks.
All right, next one for Mary Kay.
Yeah, Ethan, just wondering, Kevin Stefanski told us yesterday that he is sticking with Dylan Gabriel. So just wondering what your thoughts are on that and what you saw in Dylan really yesterday.
Yeah, Dylan, he's like progressing a lot, and we got to remember he's still a rookie, and I think he's playing great. I think he's doing his job. I think he's not trying to do too much. I think he's just, he's in his role and he's doing a great job, and he's taking coaching, and he's got a great attitude every day. And I think, you know, he's just gonna keep getting better. So I think, I really like the kid. I really do, and I like his attitude, his demeanor, and everything he brings.
How do you think the Tommy Reese called offense was kind of good for Gabriel yesterday?
Yeah, so I don't know too much about because I'm not in that quarterback room. But I think it went well. We scored 20 points. We it could have been better. We could have executed a little better, kind of like what I said earlier as players, and so it could have even been better.
Thank you.
All right, next from Cam.
Hey, Ethan, what is it about this team, the players, the coaches, that makes you feel like you aren't just saying we will be better, we can be better, but that you actually can do that and can execute and turn this thing around?
Yeah, like, so to answer your question, you know, we lost yesterday and that's not good enough, but there's still bright spots on the tape. There's still things that when we look at it and we, maybe something, maybe they win that play or we come back to the sideline. All right, if they're going to do this, we're going to do this. And then we fix it. And so I got full faith in this team, the coaches, um, everybody, the trainers, the equipment staff, the weight room coaches, everybody. So the lunch cafeteria people. So we're going to get it. We just got to keep working.
How important is that mindset, do you think, to make sure that you're building off of that and not letting things spiral in the locker room, in the building, in the organization?
Yeah, like the only option in this league is really to just fight, keep fighting. Like there's there's no other option. And that's all I know, that's all we know. So like to do anything else and to not strive for wins and fighting and perfection and everything, that's all we know.